Hey, it's Kevin Deutsch here. Welcome back to the pasthisprime YouTube channel. And welcome back to Lone Echo 2. So we didn't do very well with the last bit of working this out. I can't find the control room for this whatsoever. So I'm thinking that what I probably should do is just go and deal with the time travel thing and hit some good story. Because it doesn't seem... I mean, I can't find the control room. Right, that's dangerous. There's nothing here. And that just heads out, and so does that. The only one that doesn't is technically where that nuke is. But is that even a door to something? Oh, I guess we could find out. But we would have to... Oh no, we better not turn that off. Okay, well, this is interesting. It doesn't solve my problem. But just give me something to scan.
A surprising amount of data. Some of it's irrelevant, but a fair bit could help our efforts on a cure. Thanks, Jack.
Of course.
Okay, I was really hoping there was a control room here. But there is not. Okay. Let's go back to that. Where's that nuke gone?
Shields at 95%.
Alright, well that definitely threw the nuke out. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure where the control room is. I mean, it's probably where all these nukes are. Well, we got some data. Anyway, so how about we do this? Now, we have two things on here. Hang on. I don't know which ones are on. So we'll get all those off. Okay, so we're going to go this way. We got a long way to go. I'll have to come back and look for this control room and work out how to get into places. We've got a lot of items to still do. That I'm struggling to find things. As much as this is a massive open world, it's still hard to find things. Which is really weird. Because you wouldn't think it would be. Hey, there's the thing up there to scan. There's one there to scan. Alright, well, we better go do that first, quickly. If I remember, we might cut it out of the video to save the boredom.
We are all ready when you are, Jack. Come meet us back on the ship once you're prepared to return to the past.
Oh, yeah. It's really awkward when it does that. It really takes you out of the whole VR experience when suddenly you get this loading screen.
Dock online. The archives in this unit have been added to the dataset as well.
That's good to know. There's a thing there. I didn't know that was there. What does that do? Maybe we should have a look at that. Hope you're not scared of heights. I don't know what heights are in space, though. I mean, really, everything's high in space. Can we scan both things?
Verifying. This drone was also being tested with maneuvering thruster optimizations. Keep searching for more when you can, Jack.
Acknowledged.
Connectivity restored. This dock is now aiding in the development of your regenerative shield, Jack.
Okay, I mean, that could be one over there. But, you know, how much do you obsess? Could be one on top of that thing as well. Could be everywhere. See, all these drones moving around could be one as well. Just looking for some obvious ones, mainly. Clearly that's off. I can see that. I thought I'd done some of these. Maybe they were... didn't get saved or something? Oh, there's ticks. I probably could have fixed my shield up too.
This dock is now part of the computational array.
Yeah, see, again, there's arms there, but are they stuff we don't need to do yet? I mean, it could be stuff for later. Not sure, but there's definitely stuff there. Alright, I'm just getting ones while I can see them, because otherwise I'll forget where they are and we'll never come back. I don't know how much bloody data she wants. It's just so much. I just want some upgrades. But I can't get any. Oh, again. Again. That's twice. Come on.
Jack, I believe we have everything we need to send you to the past. Please return to the ship when you're ready.
Come on. Just in case. This is the problem. This is where you get obsessive and you start scanning everything 3 times. Just to be sure. I mean, at least the charges, you know. I don't think... Unless there's a visual sign, I don't know how you can tell that you've done a drone or not. I mean, I wish you could tell. Okay. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Alright, let's go. Ah, stop! Why are we having memory Why are we getting memory loading all the time now?
Hello, Jack.
I'll freeze
If you're
you.
looking for the captain, she's in the workshop with Dr. Harlan.
Where's that? I don't remember. I'm guessing it's up here.
What is that? A motion detection system?
One of several independent sensors rigged to trigger detonation.
Jack, there you are.
Good. He's finally here.
Dr. Harlan and I were just giving this torpedo the once-over while we waited.
Learn anything useful?
Yeah, it's a death trap.
Not that that's anything he has to worry about. Now then, are we ready to begin?
Affirmative. I'm ready. That is assuming all the details have been sorted out.
Yes, everything's in order. Let's proceed.
Hold on. There's still some particulars that need ironing out here.
There are always going to be unknowns. That's just something we have to accept.
Let's assume this works. Let's assume we open another anomaly and send Jack's consciousness back to the past. What exactly is he supposed to do when he gets there?
Locate an undetonated biomass torpedo and sample the genetic material inside.
So you can use the data to create a cure. Right. I get that. I'm saying, how is he supposed to do it? It's not like he can physically bring the sample back with him. And if he's in a combat shell, it won't be fitted to do a medical scan. How will he collect the data?
He'll have to improvise, of course.
Apollo?
Greetings, Captain Rhodes. I have analyzed the situation and would like to propose a solution.
It's good to see you too.
We can exchange more formal pleasantries later if you like, Captain. For now, if you would please proceed to the holotable.
Which side are you going? Okay.
All right, Apollo, let's hear it. How does Jack get the data from the biomass incubator?
According to Jack's memory logs, the last anomaly caused his protocols to transfer into a Series 10 combat shell. This unit was equipped with a threat scanner, which could be reconfigured to gather data on biomass specimens. Once we've successfully located a biomass torpedo, I will repurpose his threat scanner to collect data from the incubator inside. The collected data should then easily transfer back with us.
Apollo, are you certain you can travel through the anomaly with me?
A copy of my protocols has already been integrated into your architecture. I see no reason why we would not be transported together.
And how do we know you'll be transported to the right time and place?
These anomalies do tend to be somewhat unpredictable.
Perhaps, but I have observed some consistent behaviors. An FTL corruption sent the Estrella back 400 years.
Nearly killing us both in the process.
Correct. And re-engaging that same FTL caused the ship to jump forward. Again by 400 years.
Similar conditions, similar result.
Precisely. And the FTL aboard this ship has demonstrated comparable behavior. I expect if we closely replicate the conditions that caused your previous jump through time, we will produce a near identical result.
In other words, they should arrive at roughly the same time and place where your android first saw the torpedo.
And once they've got the data, how do we get them back?
Apollo, any theories?
According to the FTL's output logs,
Excuse me? You're reading our logs?
well, they are not encrypted. As I was saying, according to the logs, the moment the FTL drive was disengaged, Jack's consciousness returned automatically.
That's correct. Dr. Harlan and I believe Jack's time in the past is directly correlated to the state of the FTL drive. In essence, Jack, the longer the drive here remains active, the more time you'll have in the past.
We'll keep it running for as long as we can. Give you as much time as possible.
The Estrella's fuel cell is exceedingly efficient and will most likely last long enough for us to locate an incubator and collect the relevant data.
Once we disengage the FTL, you should be returned to the present time.
He touched it.
Should? You're gonna have to do a bit better than should.
This is time travel we're talking about. All we have are best guesses.
Liv, there's far too much that we do not know about how these anomalies work, but your safety is my primary concern, and this is your best chance of survival.
This is the only way we get a cure. The only way we survive. You, me, everyone.
All right, Jack. You've clearly made up your mind already. I just wish we had a better plan than shoving you in an anomaly and hoping it all works out.
Juno, prep the engineering bay.
Right away, Doctor.
Jack,
Liv, we have to do this. It's the only way to find a cure for your biomass infection.
yeah, and I suppose saving the whole rest of humanity is kind of important too. Just make sure you come back safely. All right?
Is that an order, Captain?
Well, technically we're both captains, remember? But yes, that is an order.
Acknowledged, Captain. I will do everything in my power to return safely.
The engineering bay is prepped and ready.
Good. Seal all the ship's bulkheads. We cannot risk any accidental contamination. Once we...
Of course, Doctor. Jack, please enter the control room and the engineering bay below. This way.
Okay. I'm in here.
The control room is right through this door.
Oh. Sorry.
Sealing the engineering bay now. Engineering bay sealed.
Dr. Harlan? Any inspiring words?
No.
We all believe in you, Jack. To varying degrees.
Let's get started. What do I do first?
Please adjust the dials to connect the fuel cell conduits to the drive core. First conduit connection complete. Both conduit connections are complete.
Good. We are ready to release the ticks into the engineering bay. Once you engage the FTL, they should begin feeding on it and create an anomaly, just like before.
Jack, are you ready for us to release the techs?
Ready to proceed, Juno.
Acknowledged.
Were the lights supposed to turn off like that?
Don't worry. We're just rerouting power so the ticks can only feed on the FTL drive. Stand by. Releasing tick specimens.
Well, I certainly seem to have their attention.
Once you engage the drive, they should be drawn to the FTL. All systems are prime. Awaiting ignition.
Do it. Engage the FTL. Now.
FTL drive engaged. Biomass FTL interaction confirmed. The ticks are affecting the drive stability.
Here goes. Stay safe, Jack.
Of course, Liv.
Anomalous readings detected.
Take care of them, Apollo.
I shall do my utmost, Captain.
Anomalous readings spiking.
Good luck, Jack.
Yoicks. Here we go.
Coming, Delta Squad. Delta 6 requesting assistance. Is severely irradiated. Shell integrity currently below 60%. Secured shelter, wreckage of the Kronos 2. If you're receiving this transmission, please respond.
We have arrived. What is your status?
The shell appears to be in one piece.
Good. We must keep in mind, this combat shell was not designed for biomass engagement. Any contact with the infestation will render us immediately inoperable.
Where should we begin searching?
Undetermined. I'll scan the area for identifiable landmarks.
There was a transmission from a Delta member as we arrived. Did you hear it as well?
Affirmative. They are continuing to broadcast. I'll patch them in now.
Kronos 2 wreckage. Currently assessing bio-torpedoes in the area.
I recognize this unit as Delta 6.
Interesting. It appears this Delta 6 has already located several torpedoes. Reaching their location may be our most expedient option.
They said they're located at the wreckage of the Kronos 2. How far are we?
At minimum, we are within comms range. The distance should be manageable. We should first clear ourselves of this debris, then see if the signal strengthens. However, we should check your equipment before we go. I will do my best to keep this expedient. Let's begin with your shielding. This unit has been optimized for combat scenarios and is capable of regenerating its shield without the use of external chargers. However, a significant delay is required for the process to begin after sustaining damage. You may need to exercise patience.
Understood.
Next is your armament. This unit is equipped with an M19C repeater, designation Pulsar. Jack, are you comfortable wielding a firearm?
I've run simulations before.
Excellent. Then familiarizing yourself with this particular model should be trivial. I shall just prepare a brief additional simulation. Your armament is now unlocked. Open fire on the targets. Targets eliminated. Unfortunately, should we encounter ticks, it is unlikely they will be quite so docile. These targets should provide a close approximation to tick activity. As such, successfully hitting a given target may require you to aim ahead of its movement. The ionized bolts of your armament are surprisingly slow, though I suppose that is acceptable for weaponry of this century. Jack, fire continuously at this last target. Make no consideration for accuracy. Overheat detected. Notably, each firing of your weapon causes a portion of energy to be retained as excess heat. Without sufficient time to cool, this buildup will exceed maximum operating temperature, leading to an emergency venting cycle.
Can this be averted?
Yes, firing in controlled bursts is the most efficient way to do so. However, you may use the button on your wrist to manually vent any heat within the unit. But this choice should be made tactically. The weapon will remain inoperable while venting.
Understood.
Excellent. Lastly, we need to inspect your threat scanner.
It's what we'll use to scan the biomass's base genetic material, correct?
Indeed. However, until we locate a viable torpedo, we shall instead rely on its original functionality, identifying nearby hostiles. To that end, I have optimized the device's settings to our mission parameters. Once activated, it will emit a single sensor pulse, followed by a brief recharge cycle. Try doing so now.
What am I doing?
Jack, we must test your threat scanner before we proceed.
What?
Hostile identified. A tick just beyond the bulkhead. It appears dormant for the time being.
Can it be avoided?
Given the surrounding topography, no. Though your strategy is sound. Armament from this era won't be particularly effective against any form of the biomass.
Very well. I am ready to engage. Can you unlock the harness?
Done. Now that you are free, I must advise, operating your firearm will produce substantial recoil. I strongly encourage you to brace by maintaining a firm grip on nearby surfaces.
Acknowledged. During my previous time jump, there were activation pods for each unit in Delta Squad. It appears only ours remains.
I believe that once we clear the wreckage, we should have sufficient room to maneuver and avoid further ticks. However, direct confrontation is currently our only option. Threat neutralized. Well done, Jack.
A Series 10 Echo unit shell from Delta Squad.
As anticipated, the biomass has been difficult to combat. I suspect we will find more losses as we continue. Warning, I am detecting extreme levels of radiation in the surrounding area.
As 6's transmission indicated, that would also explain the comms interference.
Indeed, though I should also note, the ionizing radiation correlates with visual spectrum emissions. Avoiding the latter will protect you from the former.
Stay out of the light to avoid radiation. Copy that.
Okay. So, let's just have a look. Must scan an undetonated torpedo. Can't even talk. Right, well if we're going to stay out of the light, we need to go this way.
The wreckage ahead contains a shielded view pane. It should offer full protection while allowing us to identify the source of radiation.
The Estrella appears to be the source of radiation.
The main reactor. I estimate it will continue burning for several months. We should keep moving. Shields at 95%.
Ah, there's a light. Okay, that's a problem. Do I have a headlight? Hello? There it is. Oh, okay, how do we get through there? Without dying. Can we go over? Wait. Oh, it's outside. You bugger. Is this open? Yeah, sure looks like it.
That power cell is temporarily distracting the tick. Though, a direct hit to the cell from your pulsar would likely cause it to detonate.
Whoa, I should have braced. That's annoying. Now I can't see it.
That sudden dispersion of energy was quite effective. I advise adding that technique to your tactical database, or the civilian equivalent thereof.
My memory archive will suffice.
The debris field ahead offers far less protection from radiation. Extra precaution will be needed to stay out of the light. Furthermore, I am detecting a significant biomass presence. I strongly advise frequent use of your threat scanner to plan an optimal route.
Acknowledged.
So, am I going that way? Oh, there's no marker. I was thinking we could have gone this way, but...
Warning to any receiving. Hostile equipment in the area designated biotorpedo. Devices will seek vessels. Proximity detonation is triggerable even by personnel. Recommend vessels maintain minimum safe distance of 100 kilometers. Personnel should evac immediately.
It would appear Delta Squad has become familiar with the operation of the torpedoes. Perhaps that is what caused their vessel to crash.
Given that they began investigating torpedoes in close proximity, that result is highly probable.
An energy pulse from the anomaly.
Is it still stable?
I believe so, at least relatively. Nonetheless, we should remain focused on finding a torpedo if we hope to do so before the anomaly collapses. Shields at 30%.
What? I thought I was protected here. Ah.
Rebooting in a Series 10 shell bears many similarities to my original specification. One might describe it as familiar.
Operational status report. Delta Squad operating at minimum capability.
Okay, where do I go now? That's all blocked off.
Delta Actual and Delta 9. KIA. Delta 13. MIA. Delta 6. Active, but unable to perform reboot.
I got there before.
If you are receiving, forward to Titan Command with authentication code Gamma 782.
Apollo, should we respond?
Negative. The interference is still too great. Nonetheless, I will continue monitoring the situation.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do this. I mean, it seems to me...
Shields at 95%.
No, as soon as it...
Shields at 50%.
Okay. So do I just ignore the... Do I just ignore what's in the air and I just stay in the shadow? Where was that one?
Another pulse.
Magnitude minimal. I believe we still have ample time before our forcible return to the future.
Okay. That looks dark. Well, I could be wrong, but...
Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%.
Somehow I'm safe here.
Another shell from Delta Squad.
Perhaps their final shell. An unfortunate end.
Yeah, there's all ticks over there.
An activation pod.
It is as Delta 6's transmission indicated. They are unable to reboot.
Okay. I think we'll call it here. I'll have to come back in the next video and continue on, because this has taken a while and it's going to make it for a very long video. So, did it attract it? No. I thought I could shoot that one. Oh, yes it did. Ooh. Okay. So if you like the video and you like the content, you want to support the channel a bit further, check the description below. There is a link. You can buy me a virtual coffee. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. I really appreciate the support. It really helps the channel out a heap. And most importantly, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Feel free to give me hints, etc., as long as they don't have story spoilers in them. But if you want to guide me a little bit, that's okay as well. Or tell me I should do certain things before other things. Holy crap, I didn't realise there's two things over there. And yeah, I read all the comments and answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.